Mm.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I believe this is morning from most part of the world. Good morning. Can you hear me? Type on the chat if you can hear me. Let me know on the chat box if you can hear me. Let me know on the chat if you can hear me. Awesome, awesome. This is actually my first time of trying this stuff out. Yeah, and it's actually cool. I love the fact that it's YouTube. At least it will give us that privilege of exposure, and a lot of people will get to see what we are doing, and then we grow from there. You're welcome, Stanley. This class was supposed to start earlier than now, but I feel like I was waiting to see if I could get more more persons to join the class. So guys, um already you know that what we are doing is GBP USD. But first of all, we are going to do a top-down analysis on what to expect from GBP USD. So we'll start from let's start from the weekly. So on the weekly time frame, we already know that we are drawing to the high side or to the buy side. We are drawing towards buy side liquidity. So we have this high that was taken out last week. All right. We have this high that was taken out last week. Then if you look if you look to the left, if you look to the left, you see another weekly high here, and you see volume imbalance. This is an imbalance in volume. This is volume imbalance. So this to me is another zone, another potential zone that the market is yet to test. So I have one and two. I'll term this BOS. Our analysis is just going to be very simple and straightforward. It's not something that would uh, so right now we have already formed an imbalance and other block on this zone. So we have this, which is the extreme. All right. Before market will come to this place, it will actually take time. So, but then we have this, and we also have this zone to contend with on the weekly time frame. So on the daily, what are they showing us on the daily? Cool. On the daily, we have this imbalance that is being formed here, which I was expecting that the market will just dip into this imbalance, right? Having that this was Monday, that was yesterday. I told you guys yesterday that you should look at the economic calendar and see if Monday was actually a very good day for you to trade. You understand? If you watch GBP Bank was on holiday yesterday, so there was no much movement. and the US dollar too. There was no much economic data on US dollar. So there was there was no volatility yesterday. So having that, today is Tuesday, I was anticipating that they are going to take out this Monday's low, right? That's yesterday low. Take out yesterday low, dip into this, and then move for this zone, right? But seems that is not what they are doing. We look at H4 already. On H4 we have this imbalance and displacement candle plus a clean order block here. So I'm actually expecting that this market will do what? Will tap into the zone, give us a break of structure, then go higher. That's what I'm anticipating on GU. That's what I'm anticipating on GU. But right now, this morning, if you are somebody that swings, you can actually use this as a swinging opportunity. Putting your fib here and targets this high. A retracement back into this zone is good for a buy. That is if this high is not being taken out, because once they take out this high and close above it, that is a new range. That is a new range. That's a new range. If they take out this high and close above it, then we will now have a new range. But if this high is still intact and they have not taken out this high, then a retracement into this zone will be very good for a buy. I hope I'm making sense. So at the end of the day, this is London section. This is London section. I didn't mark, let me mark out yesterday's high because it's very important. So you all know that our pair, for us to enter into this market, for us to actually look into, okay, saying we are buying or we are selling, there must be some sort of, there must be order flow backing, there must be um market structure backing, there must be liquidity, then there must be um break of structure or market structure shift. Then we have order block and imbalance, right? So right now they have not taken any liquidity, so no trade for us. It's as simple as that. Right now they have not taken any liquidity. The market is still playing in between yesterday's high and yesterday's low. So let me mark yesterday's low. So in as much as that we are anticipating that the market will get to this zone, right now we don't have any clear signal. We don't have any clear signal to either continue the buy or say, okay, we have a completely change of market direction. All right. So nothing right now on GU. Now, even if you look, you will see that this candle, this momentum candle, this displacement candle here, this displacement candle that is being given out here, you see that the market is already closing it back. So right now, there is not, I'm not seeing anything. Not seeing anything right now on GBP USD to say, okay, we are going to continue the buy or we are going to continue to sell. Probably in New York section, we are going to see, but let's just wait and see. So DXY, what is DXY doing? This was the analysis I held on DXY. You see, from last week, those in my inner circle, I told you guys that DXY, I have two zones, this and this. You guys remember? I told you that the market was going to take out this low. The market was going to take out this low. I even feel this. I told you guys that the market was going to take out this. So right now, DXY is super bearish because it's been a long time coming. This US dollar is supposed to have tanked a long time, because if you see the bricks are actually moving out of um US dollar as its base. They are moving out of US dollar as its base. A lot of country are going independent, and then the war that is happening everywhere right now, investors are removing their money from US dollars and putting it in gold. You understand? So gold is more like a safe haven for investors right now. Gold is more like a safe haven for for investors right now. So if you look here, you see that we already have a fair value gap here. We have a fair value gap, or also known as imbalance, right here, and then we have this other block. We have this other block, which is the last bullish candle before a what? A bearish momentum candle, and it's left an imbalance. So this is a very high probability order block for us to continue downward. So if you look at H4, you see that we have the break of structure, impulsive break of structure. The market moved impulsively to break this structure right here. So I'm anticipating that the market will just tap into this zone, and then we'll do what? Will continue bearish. Because if you should use your fib, if you should use your fib and measure, you see that this is our OTE zone, where we also have this other block. So inside the daily order block, we also have an order block. We also have this other block. I love to mark both the order block and the next candle's high, because sometimes the market will just tap into it and just move a little bit further before they drop or rise. So I love marking this high and also this high with the low. I love marking it up. All right. So right now, this is what we are anticipating. Okay. If you look at the fundamentals, if you look at the fundamentals, you see that if you look at the fundamentals, you see that the market is what? There is no much news today. There is no much news today except consumer confidence. Then the S&P CS composite, blah blah blah. That's by 9 a.m. It's not a high impact news, right? If we are to sieve out, if you are to sieve out the news, you see that there is no much, news this week. There's no much news this week. So today, that is Tuesday, we only have news by 10 a.m. 10 a.m. That's New York, all right, and that is when they are going to bring out the consumer confidence. Okay, tomorrow that is Wednesday, there is no news at all. No news at all. So the probability of you having high liquidity, it's not like that the market is not going to move. The market will move, but the market will not really give you that pump. You understand? It will not really give you that pump that you need. Okay, so that is why majority of the time I would say look at the news, check out the news and see if that particular day is the day you are anticipating expansion in the market. Remember your power of three: accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. So that particular day, is it a day that you are expecting that the market will distribute, or is it a day that you are expecting that the market will manipulate? You understand? These are the things that you need to anticipate in this market, and it will keep you afloat. You understand? You will not be able to, you'll not be doing some silly mistakes that you are not supposed to be doing. All right. So, so back to DXY. Right now, we already know that there is no much news on the USD till 10. So we are going to wait and see that the market taps into our zone. Now, if the market should tap into this zone on DXY, probably they might not do the same for GBP USD, right? They might not do the same for GBP USD. Now, already you know that the order flow for GBP USD is bullish. So if DXY should tap into this zone and now give a trigger, the sell signal triggers, GBP USD is going to move. GBP USD is going to move. So right now this is still 335. This is still 335. So um we still have till 5 for London section to be done. Now you see what the market is doing. Yesterday they used people to do abacha yesterday. If you buy, it will sell. If you sell, it will buy. A lot of confusion. Though I know at some point that this market was going to sell, and I was anticipating that it will come to this low, but then it didn't. I just took that. I took I took the trade, stayed in it some couple of minutes, and I exited. I was expecting that they will come to this low because if you check on the H4 time frame, you see that that low is where we have the fair value gap. That low is where we have the fair value gap. So I was anticipating that the market will just tap into it before we now resume the bullish movement. Last week was a very good week, I must say. I believe that most of us, those of us who are in my inner circle, you got a lot of GBP moves last week, starting from Tuesday. Starting from Tuesday, there was a lot of moves. We had this move. We also have this move. I can really spot them because These are trades that I took. We'll have this move also. I will also have this move. On Friday, there was really nothing to trade unless you wanted to scalp on M5, right? Unless you wanted to scalp on M5. They took out previous day high, they took out Thursday high, displacement on M15. They came back into this other block right here. They came back into that other block and then took out this low. You all know how I used to take my take profit. The low that started the reversal, that is where I pick my this thing, take profit. So patience, all right. You also need to understand that patience is one thing that will pay you. Not trading is also trading. You need to understand that. Not trading is also trading. So far so good. If I've made sense to you, please type on the chat box. Let me know. If you also have questions, things that is confusing you that you would want to understand as per this analysis, do well to indicate ASAP. Do well to ask me the question. I'll reply you immediately. So GBP USD, we are having this setup right now. We are just at the middle of nowhere. So the market have not taken liquidity. And you know, no liquidity, no trade. No break of structure, no trade. No market structure shift, no trade. I know some people will be dabbling into this now. Some desperate people will be dabbling into this market. They want to buy the market. They want to buy the market when the market have not really given any clear structure of buy. Yes, we are anticipating that the market will come to this zone, but then we don't have the signal that it is ready to move to this zone. I'm waiting for your questions. If you have questions, please type it on the chat box. You guys, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Normally this analysis is just for 30 minutes each day. I think after this London section, we are going to come back for New York too. All right, we are going to come back for New York. So by then, maybe some people have woken up from their sleep and slumber. Oh, Dr. Lucky, you're welcome. You're welcome. Mhm. Okay, so those of you who are in my inner circle will be watching the chat, and if anything pops up, um, we trade it. You should understand that we are gladiators. You need to take your trade regardless of whether you are in loss or you're in profit. In fact, one of the best things that you do for yourself as a trader is detachment. You have to be detached from this market. If you want to make profit, you have to detach yourself. At some point, yes, you have to have some emotions because it is real funds that is being, you know, traded. But then you have to have that emotional discipline for you to first of all wait. During my early days, I used to struggle with patience. I used to struggle with waiting, you know, because I feel like any tick they kind of makes that the market is going to just boom, leave me and go. And that mindset, it made me I lose a lot of money. I lost a lot of money with that type of mindset. I lost a lot with that type of mindset. So you have to be very cautious. Watch yourself. What are you thinking? You know, when you're on the chat, what are you thinking? What are you doing? If you being on the chat will make you very bored to start clicking buttons, move away from that button. Sorry, move away from the chat. Move away from the chat and do what? Go and do some other thing. Right now, this is the only POI. This is only point of interest where I'm looking at. Now you see that this market is actually finding its way downwards. So if we should have this place being tapped in today, we are going to buy this market. We are going to buy this market. So we'll just wait and see what the market will do. Our entry time frame is M15. So far, so good. There is nothing that is being showed on this M15 time frame. So we are going to do what? We are going to wait. Shall they say the patient dog is the fattest bone. So we are going to wait for the market to come to us. We are going to wait for the market to come to us. So I'll see you guys on the community section where I will be updating what is happening in the market. But those who are in my inner circle, they are the ones that will get the trade call when I'm entering the trade and when I'm exited the trade. If you are not in my inner circle, try as much as possible to be there. Um, there should be a link on my channel somewhere around where you'd be able to join. So try as much as possible to join. And I'll see you guys in I'll see you guys in New York section for another live section. All right, take care. Bye.